we get to see a insane wooded finish on the board when it pops up?
Maybe. Alright, so the first thing I noticed is some sub-area synergy. We got 18 and 20. That could potentially be good.
Definitely.
95 moon total? I don't know. All regional coins in 2 kingdoms, that goal honestly just stresses me out. I don't like that goal at all. Unless if I have really good regional synergy. I would usually not go for that. Because, like, it's easy to get a lot of regionals in a kingdom, but all of them is kind of stressful.
Yeah,
Like,
the all
you really
regionals
need
in
to
2
route it
kingdoms.
well.
It does have a seaside goal in that column, not in the row, but it still makes it a little bit more unlikely that we were going to see it. So, always that. The only other snow seaside,
goals on this board.
yeah, it's just the 3 barrier moons and then the 3 ground pound moons. So,
Yep.
pretty good.
And again, with the sub-area synergy, I see 8 moons from sub-areas in Metro, and 5 moons from moon shards?
Wow.
Ooh.
And 4 moons from moon shards.
Okay, it's still a Metro finish, so it's not, like, crazy good, but they're literally popping off with these sub-areas if you do, like, C1, C2, and row 3. Like, that's honestly not even bad.
Yeah, and then there's also... this has the all regionals in 2 kingdoms, but there's also row 1. But that gives you the 4 sub-area moons and 2 moons from shiny rocks, so, like...
It does. You're right. Personally, I'm
No, I don't think it's worth it. But perhaps you could replace column 2 with that?
Maybe.
You know what? I actually think... Oh, that's a really tough one. Potential... You know what? How about APC Cap, get some Shards moons, and then also get the 2 souvenirs there, and then APC Lake, and then get some sub-areas, and then...
I feel like if you're going to Metro, that wouldn't be worse. But if
Yeah.
you're planning to finish earlier, yeah. Definitely. Something like row 1 BLTR and C2, I could see that working out. Or actually, no, I changed my mind. I want to change C2 to TLBR. I changed my mind.
I was gonna say, how about row 3? But nope. Not row 3.
No, I feel like if I'm doing all regional coins in 2 kingdoms, I don't want to have anything to do with the sub-areas.
Yeah, I noticed that as soon as I was about to say row 3. 20 moons from sub-areas is a lot more than 18, is 2 more than 18, and 18 is already too many, so not wanting to do that.
For sure.
So, already on to Cascade. I didn't notice, I hope both of them got the checkpoint, but neither getting the life up part, so smartly there's no life up part on this board.
BP, you know how much I love life up parts.
So much.
Dude, it's literally really super cool.
As long as you remember to get the 1 in cap, it's like you have a weight off.
I didn't get the 1 in cap, that was the problem.
Yeah, I know. I was going to mention that in the interview, but it's like it was a little bit too hectic for me to get it in. And I was like, okay, whatever. I was like, yeah. But
well, I was like, it's only 4, it can't be that stressful.
Nope.
I was still stressing over it. It's like, this is ridiculous. I hate this goal.
Mm-hmm. There's no easy way to track it either. It's all memory.
No, yeah, for sure. Anyways, disregarding previous matches, Marlin kind of going out of his way for regionals over here. So I think we can definitely see that he is going to be doing the 30 regionals in Cascade.
Yeah, if we're zooming by the fast ones at the very beginning. But
and that's kind of the thing with Cascade Regionals that you have to decide for yourself. Is it worth collecting them as you go up to Madame Brood, or do you just wait to collect them after the fact?
Yeah, because either way, they're not that bad. So
because I feel like what ends up happening is you're still deciding your route, so you're like, huh, I'm not sure if I actually want to collect these. So I feel like it's almost better to always just wait till after Madame Brood, because then you're not like stressing while you're still trying to route. Like, you know, you want to have time to breathe while you're routing.
Certainly. So Yeah, just looking at the routes, I'm still kind of liking your original 8 Moon sub area metro, combining it with the.
Yeah, it's
regional.
interesting. It has really godlike synergy, but at the same time, I
It's
feel
a
like
metro
if you're going all the way to Metro and doing 8 moons from sub areas, I feel like at that point, it's worth just doing the loss finish, which is both diagonals in row 1.
Yeah, and then is that 18 or 16 moons lost? That is 18 moons lost. Even that is not that slow at all. It's like
No.
4.5 minutes if you do it really fast. So
Yeah, 18 lost is roughly 4.5 minutes, so that's not an issue whatsoever. And, you know, they could work it in with one of their Moonshard moons.
oh yeah,
And
for
do
sure.
Toad and Moonshards instead of the dreadful TNT.
Come on, man, we love TNT, right?
I don't.
Everyone's favorite moon.
Mm-mm. It blows up in your face.
Yeah, literally. Such a good acronym.
Dude, that acronym literally fits perfectly with how you would describe doing that moon in any stressful scenario. Whether you're on PB pace or in a stressful race environment. Oh, it just hurts.
Yeah, thankfully it's pretty close to the beginning of most runs, I think. So like, but in bingo, it can be the very last moon you get, and you're like, oh come on, if I do this, I can get a bingo PB or win my race, and then at the end you're like, oh shit. But
Yeah,
both
I've
of them,
definitely threw away some really good bingo runs to TNT. Get like 4 for 5th try, and instead of getting like sub 45 lost board, I end up getting like a 47. And I'm like, well, this could have been much better.
Yeah.
So
both of them
both these runners
going for
actually in the
something.
Dino sub room.
Dude, I
This
really wanted
sub
to
area
see.
is pretty fast.
I didn't know. I don't know whether this is possible, but I really wanted to see the dino. You know how you can go into pipes as captures, but then you uncapture them. I really wanted to see that happen with the dino. I don't know if it's actually possible, but that would have been hilarious.
I've never seen it with the dino, but I do know that you can do it with other captures in this game.
Yeah, like the cheat sheet. I think you can do it. I can only think of cheat sheet right now, actually. Oh, well, I've never seen that before. Taking a little too long with a dino capture, so has to kill the rest of these manually. Showing off some down
You
throws.
definitely don't see that every day.
Yeah, it looked like he paused a little bit to figure out his route while he was still capturing the dino, and just ran out of time, but I'm not going to lose too much for it.
No, I don't think so, and, you know, Marlin still cleaned up the sub area pretty nice with just normal movement.
Indeed. Dino...
Ooh, that's very unfortunate.
Is that the second time, too? I think so.
Oh, that's the second time?
I'm not sure.
Time.
The third?
Either way, very unfortunate. It's good that he wants to get Captain Toad here. Is there Captain Toad Cascade on this board, or total Captain Toads?
There's 10 moons Cascade, but that's... Toad's probably a slow
I don't see any, like, actual, like, Captain Toad moons besides Captain Toad Loss.
Yeah, so potentially just not deciding which moons he wants to get in Cascade. Probably would have gone for the 2D
Again,
sub
worked
area.
very well with that initial route that I had, because, again, you can get Shards plus Toad with the 18 Lost instead. And it'll
That's
work
actually
really
perfect,
well.
yeah, instead of TNT.
The synergy on that route is so scary good. I feel like I would have just went for it anyway.
And the route you can do with that is, instead of doing like the traditional Death Warp in the 2D sub area, you can head over towards the 2D sub area later after getting shards and just skip a death.
For sure.
I rarely do that, but it happens sometimes. Oh no, not this sub area.
Oh no, this is not the sub area you want to enter in bingo. 9 times out of 10, this is one of the worst sub areas that you can go for.
Yeah.
The only time I literally do the sub area is if I know that I need a lot of sub areas for an early finish and I need extra moons in Cascade.
Yeah.
Because there's like no benefit to actually doing this sub area.
It's slow. There's no... Okay, so the benefits to the Dino sub area, there's coins. It's decently fast, and if you for some reason do DSS, then you get the Dino capture. Here, it's not fast. You barely get any coins. You don't get any captures, and it's basically just sub areas. The other one, you get 2Ds, purple coins, and then like it just has a whole lot more value being fast.
That depth is not pretty.
No, not at all. Unfortunate.
I think Marlin is trying to capture the chain chomp at the very end. He's just struggling executing it. He might be better off playing billiards.
Yeah, I always struggle with the.
We're committing to this.
Going for this one,
Right.
man.
Actually making a very smart maneuver and diving over to that block to ensure that he doesn't die again. That's pretty smart. I'll give him credit for that one.
Very bad at this upgrade. So I might actually take that strat because I'm not at all competent at completing this upgrade. So.
Well, the thing is, you're like never in here. Again, if you're in here, it's because you're either trying to early finish with like a lot of sub areas, or you just need a lot of extra moons and cascade with sub areas.
Yeah. It's definitely faster to get the snipe with the furthest back chain chomp, but definitely a lot safer to do what he did.
Yeah, and it could be potentially that Marlin here is planning to finish in loss with that 18 moon sub areas. So we could be seeing that route that I suggested before. It wasn't my first one or my second, it was my third. It was the row 1 C2 BLTR.
Yeah.
But I personally don't like that route because you're still getting a lot of sub areas and you have to do the all regional coins in 2 kingdoms. And not nearly as much synergizes with that route. Yeah, Marlin's just doing all of the sub areas here. I kind of want to wonder what's going through his head. Like, he already has the 10 moons in Cascade.
Yeah, if he was going for all 6 of these, he definitely should have just gotten all of the sub areas, but...
And just ignored every other moon. But even with that in mind, I still don't really see the point to doing all 3 of these.
I mean, getting them out, there is a benefit to not having to worry about specific goals, because like a big part of bingo, as you obviously know, is just routing, so not having to worry about a specific aspect of the route is just really helpful. So
yeah, that's a fair point. But at the same time, I just can't justify spending this much time in Cascade when you already have the moons that you need.
Yeah. Well, let's look at Flare's side of the screen now.
Yeah, Flare's already working really fast through Sand Kingdom. I think we're seeing mostly any percent from Flare at the moment.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit with clock abuse, but nothing major.
Oh, okay, you did a clock minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that I actually haven't had to do in this tourney yet. It is allowed, but I actually haven't found a situation in my matches where I'm like, oh, clock minute.
I think the one time I did it, I had a large moon goal. Well, not large, but like 22, 24 moons in sand. But other than that, I actually have not had to use it much either.
Yeah, like, it's definitely helpful for, like, planting seed goals because you're getting something else out of that. But I really don't see it being used much, which is interesting because, like, when they allowed it, I was like, oh, we're just gonna see a bunch of people do DSTA sand stuff and, like, predict to get their seed moon. I'm like, yeah, that'll work out great.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine planning DSTA in bingo. Especially with, like, race delays and stuff.
Sometimes it might be good to set it to like 152 just in case you end up with a mostly any percent cascade, then plan it, and then it just works out, hopefully. But like, at the same time...
I never saw the reason to potentially do that. Flare actually clipping through the chest there. That's kind of rare, actually. You don't see that too often.
I think he's getting sand checkpoints as well, so definitely
getting sand checkpoints.
Yeah,
I don't know how many he selected. Oh, he forgot to purchase Jaxie! Oh, that's a criminal mistake. So I want to see him call stands, because there is a call Jaxie from 2 stands goal.
Oh, true. That is a really... calling Jaxi from stands is a really, really fast goal, but at the same time, it's so early. If you're like, well, do I do this? Because it's a time sink and it's not something you normally do at all. So
no, yeah, that's true. And sometimes in sand, it actually isn't the play to buy Jaxi. Most of the time I do, just because, you know, I'm still figuring things out. But sometimes it actually isn't the play.
Yeah, and commenting on
Ass Boy, he kind of has to work through some animations. So unless if you're traveling a large distance like Flare over here, I wouldn't recommend buying Jaxi.
Yeah, now getting back to the checkpoint goal for Flare, 8 is all of the sand checkpoints available, except for the painting checkpoint. So that means he has to head
to do 7 and revisit with the painting.
Yeah, true.
Both kind of viable options. I don't see warp paintings on this board, so I think he's just gonna go for all 8.
Yeah.
No real reason to revisit sand through a painting. So, Marlin finally made his way to Sand Kingdom.
Yeah, it looks like he's blazing through the moons a little bit, through the sand areas at least, a little bit faster than Flare did. Flare had about 6 moons by the time he got Alcove, and then Marlin only rocking the 3, so perhaps planning to get a few more later, and or not going for the large. Was there a 24 moon sand on here I saw, or did I
don't think so. Also, taking the fight to exit the sub-area, pretty much never the play. It puts you in a really awkward spot. Like, yeah, I guess you can roll towards the cactus, but it's like, you might as well just warp to a checkpoint.
Yeah, just warp to the Jaxi Ruins checkpoint and you get access to...
I'll do the Jaxi Ruins checkpoint, or sometimes if I've already done the tower, I warp to there instead. Because then I can work my way towards, like, the Sphinx Vault and stuff like that.
So I'm curious to see whether Flare does another sub-area in here, because there wasn't really any particular reason for him to do the Jaxi Ruins other than the sub-area moons. So perhaps you're going to see him head over to the Moai and Bullet sub-areas now? Mayhaps.
There is a 22 unique capture goal on this board, so we could potentially see some captures coming into play here. 22 isn't that scary, even if you're like only trying to like finish by like Lost. It's really not that bad. You can actually get 22 by Lost without visiting Deep Woods at all.
Yeah, I think Flare's now realizing that he has to get all 8 checkpoints, so heading up to the tower, so to get that one, and then probably going to drop down and get the other 2 afterwards, but...
It's possible that he just didn't realize that he needed to actually come this general direction. Oh god, what am I trying to say? He didn't realize that he needed to get that checkpoint.
But there's his second Jaxi stand call, and now making his way over to the 7th checkpoint, I believe he's getting in sand.
Ooh, I am very, very, very surprised that worked on Marlin's end. That was a very sketchy Jaxi skip, but hey, making it work, that's all that matters.
Can somebody clip what happened to the cacti on Flare's end? It looked like he didn't even hit all 3, but all 3 just zoomed in completely different directions. I'm not sure. I was very confused when that happened, so maybe it was nothing, but like that was pretty weird.
Oh my goodness. The strange things that occur in Mario Odyssey. Dude, they still amaze me. Like, you know, we've been playing this game for like basically 3 years, and we're still finding crazy things that happen. Absolutely ridiculous.
Now Flare probably going to be getting this checkpoint and then doing a nice triple jump.
Marlin clipped through that platform, or am I just seeing things?
I missed it as well. We've just been looking at the different sides of the screen at the same time.
Dude, I legit think he just clipped through the platform. What the heck?
He missed town. Flare missed the town checkpoint.
Oh, does he realize that's the one that he missed, though?
I hope he does.
Hopefully. I mean, he's warping to his, kind of close option. I don't know, I think I would have warped to the Odyssey at that point.
Yeah.
This is
That's
a bit
the
of a
worst.
distance. Marlin taking a death and moon shards in the sand. It does make sense that Marlin is going for this moon. He's probably planning to do 4 or 5 moons from shards, or both.
But there are 8 checkpoints for Flare.
Mm-hmm.
And now, probably going to be getting an outfit now.
Yeah, Flare also collected a good bit of extra moons here. Is there a sand moon goal and I just didn't see it, or...?
I am not seeing it either, and then you earlier mentioned...
It could be for the 95 total, then.
Is he looking for stickers or something? Oh, maybe looking to get a souvenir.
Yeah. Yeah, purchase souvenirs is on this board, and he could be doing C2. He has done a bunch of sub-areas already.
Yeah, I don't think Flare is going for the 95 moons unless he's changed his mind, because he has blown past quite a few fast moons.
That is true. It's possible that he just didn't quite route the sand correctly and ended up with extra moons. It happens.
Yeah, but I mean, he just bought one, though. Oh, purchase 4 moons is also on the column, so... Does that mean he's going to snow or getting 20 sub-areas? Which, actually, he could be getting 20 sub-areas. But then now he'd also be getting 95 moons. Okay. This is confusing.
He could be doing the bottom right arrow. Like C5, True. TLBR, and row 5. I could potentially see that from Flare. It's not awful. I can definitely see what he was trying to do here. He has incentive to go to Deep Woods with the 3 ground pound moons, Wooded, and the 3 Deep Woods moons. That point will require beating Spirit, though, because that is 5.
Oh, I never thought
about get 3 before Spirit, so he will need to beat Spirit.
Painting, technically, but, like, that's basically never worth it, because you need to go to Metro.
That would only work for 4 wooded checkpoints.
Wait, really? Oh, yeah, I miscounted. Wow.
Yeah, there's only 3 available.
Dang.
Yeah, it's the one by Pipeway. Ooh, Marlin taking another nasty death. It's the one by Pipeway, it's the Flower Road, and it's the Tower checkpoint.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's really weird. Wow.
Yeah, definitely not a lot of checkpoint action in Wooded, and since none of them are available at the top before you fight Spirit, it definitely makes Wooded one of the more complicated kingdoms to route. Also, being able to use Deep Woods as a portal. It's just... I still don't know how to route Wooded to this day. Every Wooded's a nightmare.
There's so much to do in Wooded. Because it has some of the fastest regional coins. It has some of the fastest regional coins. It has an entirely different aspect from every single other kingdom in the game with Deep Woods. Which also has an incredible amount of value with captures, purple coins.
And like I said, you can use Deep Woods as a portal.
Yeah.
Which is very nice.
It's also a pretty vertical kingdom.
Oh, it's a very vertical kingdom.
Yeah, and there's different parts of the verticality unlock at different points in the kingdom. So, like, there's so much going on.
Marlin is doing some interesting things in sand. I'm not quite sure what he's trying to do right now. Is he making his way towards the cactus? Looks like it. Okay. It looks like he's just trying to get to the cactus. There it is. FlareFuser immediately just plowing through Lake. I think he literally did any % plus Rango.
Yeah, well, I guess we can call it the World Peace Route, even though technically there is a Lake Clip World Peace Route now, but nobody does it because
oh yeah, that's right. I apologize. It's the old any % route. I'm still playing any % like it's 2018 over here. Whenever
You're fine, dude. That's a fine way to do it, honestly. Because like Lake Clip, it only saves time if you get like second or third try. So if you're not comfortable with the movement after, it's very easy to lose time doing it.
It's such an annoying trick, dude. And, like, the thing is, it's so important for Bingo that I literally had to learn it just for Bingo.
There's so much value. It's ridiculous.
2 chest moons, a painting, and a checkpoint, all within 30 seconds, like, sign me up, dude.
And then if you're comfortable enough, you can go for the all purple coins, the advanced all purple coins lake route with it. Even so, just even more.
Yeah, I haven't quite practiced that yet, but I think I'm gonna take a book out of APC-PG and practice the surface clip route. I think I kind of prefer that.
Makes sense. The surface clip really isn't that bad. Most surface clips aren't that bad actually if you just figure out the setup. Like I'm not nearly as good at roll cancel clips and surface clips. For those who don't know, they're very slightly different. Basically, most surface clips are near water, and you end up having to roll cancel in a specific direction rather than holding neutral on the stick.
Pretty much all of them water, right?
Yeah.
I don't think any of them are without water. Because the only reason why they work is because you're like... The only reason why they work is because, like, you're clipping between, like, 2 planes of existence, essentially. It's like, is Mario in the water, or is he on land? No one knows, so he just goes OOB.
Could not compute going out of bounds.
Dude, that's pretty much the way that I think about it. I'm just like, oh, well, I guess that's how that works.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Instructions unclear, going out of bounds. Flare going for some extra moons here, potentially going towards his 95 total goal. And is there a late goal? No, there's a lost goal for moons.
Yeah, there's no total moons in Lake, which is why I definitely do think he is doing this 95 total. And he's just, you know, doing it as he goes. He does technically finish by loss, so this isn't terrible.
3 ground pound moons.
Actually, no, is this wooded? I wouldn't finish this in wooded.
3 ground pound moon seaside?
Oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry,
Yeah.
never mind. I thought there was wooded, like, a long time. So I guess he's going to seaside or snow. That's kind of a yikes.
Maybe he's not doing the bottom right arrow, though.
The thing is, what he's revealed so far, he's pretty much going to snow or seaside. Which, I mean, I guess is fine if you're getting 95 total. It definitely makes more sense to do more kingdom progression if you're collecting a lot of moons.
The earliest I've ever done a 95 moon goal board is by lost, and it's so painful. You have to have so much moon synergy for it to be worth it.
I've done a 100 moon wooded go. I've done a 100 moon total board by wooded before.
Oh, how'd that go?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Was that above an hour?
Ever so slightly. It was like an hour and 4 minutes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was painful. Don't do it.
Flare,
you know, it's kind of one of those things that you just have to do once to really experience and then realize, I never want to do this ever again.
When I started playing Mango, everyone was like, okay, don't do 100 moons by wooded, it's not worth it. And then I'm like, oh, this board has pretty good moon goals, and I see a wooded finish. Like, you know what? How bad could it be? And then I didn't finish that board.
I mean, you know, we have to keep in mind that earlier in this tournament, Dangers versus Marlin, Dangers actually tried the 100 moon total in wooded.
I believe it was
by wooded. You know, he did do it. It was pretty clean, but it was an hour and 6 minutes.
Oh, it was 106? I thought it was 101, dude.
Oh, it was 106.
My god.
Oh wait, I don't know. Maybe it was 101. My brain's not working, dude.
Either way, it's like over an hour is not.
Either way, it's really hard to like even get sub-hour with a board like that. Are both of their streams frozen?
No. Try pausing and pausing.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking at 2 frozen.
It does that sometimes. Wait. Oh, it looked like Flare froze because it was just the white screen, but it was just the fog, and then he ended up dying. That was bad.
What is going on, dude?
Okay, there we go. See there, the white screen, and then he just appeared at the bottom of the screen, and then coins.
I'm just gonna reopen it because it's still frozen for me.
Oh no. No, Flare. Flare just got kind of a value dive in
Okay,
the
now it's good.
zipper sub area.
Dude, that was weird. I like had to open it and reopen it.
Strange.
Valley dive and zipper?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of yikes. Was it while grabbing the main moon?
No, thankfully not. Dude, I've gone for like a roll cancel bounce again. He just quits. No signal anymore. End of the run.
No signal, that's it. End run. This match technically doesn't matter anyway. It's just for fun.
No, again. Man, normally the sub area that Marlin is entering right now gives a lot more trouble. This is the red room is actually one of my favorites.
I completely crapped on it today during my first match.
Yeah, it's a really hard room to do optimally, but like, it's so fast.
It's
probably
really
the fastest.
What you're doing.
It's probably the fastest non-any% sub area you can get. And oh no, Marlin.
I don't know about the fastest. Oh wait, non-any%. Okay.
Yeah,
now
non-any%. Like, not pipeway, not building, not people.
No, yeah, that makes sense then.
Because it's in darker. Yeah, it's in darker. For sure. Oh yeah, you got the BTC.
Bullet Bill. Wait, but I think you're forgetting Bullet Bill Maze and Moai Room and Sand. Both of those are also incredible.
Oh, true. Moai is really. Those are both in darker as well.
Moai is ridiculous.
I think this one has a little bit more value, just because like purples and then the chest moon at the top, and it's also really fast if you do it the most optimal strats. But like, Moai is really ridiculous, and you get a capture. So.
No, I honestly think Bullet Bill also has a lot of extra value. If there's that coin stack, you can get 6 purples in there. And it, like, again, it's just super fast. Pretty easy to do, too.
Yeah, you just ride the top, easy.
Or in the case of getting the purples and the secret moon, you do have to kind of dip down and do some weird movement, but it works.
Marlin taking a minute to center his camera. Now heading over to Rango.
Someone in chat really showing some flair toward FlareFuser. What is going on?
You just had to say that. You had to make the pun.
I had to. I literally couldn't resist.
Yeah, understandable.
You know, that's actually an interesting way to go about getting those beginning purples in Wooded. I usually just save those 3 for the end, in case I need them. Like, they're always just an emergency purple set for me. The 3 at the start by the Odyssey.
Yeah, they're...
But, like,
if you're going to deep woods, you always want to get them, but like, if you're not, then why bother?
Yeah. But like, the way FlareFuser actually just did that was very smart, because he was able to like collect those really quickly and then work his way into the rest of the regionals. I actually really like that. I might pick that up.
Yeah, watching bingo is the best way to learn new strats, to be honest.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just watch all kinds of runners, because like, even watching lower level runners, like, they still do stuff that you definitely would overlook if you were a top level runner.
Yeah, and then like, even watching different people run like any percent, there's just like minor differences that you're like, oh wait, this does save like half a second. But, like, it's the same sort of thing for bingo, except you have many more instances of that could possibly happen. So
yeah, but instead of the movement being the primary target of change, it's more so how you approach routing the kingdoms.
Yeah, Flare backflipping a little bit too early for that nut clip to work, unfortunately. But
yeah, I hope he didn't actually like really need that nut clip. The thing with nut clipping, is I don't really see ever a reason where it's actually essential to get. Like,
true, essentiality is not
bingo, thankfully, isn't that optimal.
Yeah, like, nut clip is always optimal, I think, well, basically always optimal because gate skip exists, but...
Nah.
But if you miss it, it's
couldn't be me.
No, it's always faster to do gate skip if you have to get to that part of wood. But then,
Well,
like,
I
if
feel like if you're doing that, then you would just do the Goryuya wall climb.
True, but
Thank God
then
that.
you gotta go all the way
I've
over
used
the
that
top.
so much. I've used Goryuya wall climb so much. Like, if that didn't exist, I'd be in a load of trouble because I literally can't nut-clip.
Wee who, man.
It's hard. I can't wee who. I ain't got the rhythm.
Why would
one of those things like
why would you do that?
Hmm?
Did you see what Flare just did? He just dived all right above deep woods. He just dived for purples without even cap bouncing.
Oh my god. The mad lad.
Oh, it worked out though. It worked out though. But he could have rolled down. He could have done anything else.
I mean, it's possible he needs to visit anyway. So, and that's kind of the thing with Wooded. If you do have to visit Deep Woods and you accidentally fall in, it's not that big of a deal. You just reroute a little bit.
I hate it when that happens, honestly, a lot more than I should. It gets on my
No, it's
nerves.
definitely tilting, don't get me wrong, but, like, it's way less punishing in Bingo than literally any other category.
Yeah, and even, like,
Calling
in
Bingo
any version, there are, like,
is
not abysmal Deep Woods routes, but you gotta really know what you're doing to make it not lose a lot of time there, so... I definitely have never routed any percent Deep Woods backup. I would just reset if that happened, right? Like any smart person.
I feel like you can make it work, though.
I did. I've tried that before. But Marlin going back to Cascade for some reason. Purchasing moons and souvenirs, maybe?
The only thing that I can think of is purchasing, because the shop's there now.
Oh wait, you just marked souvenirs, so like, I'll take.
Oh, okay, well, there you go. I answered her question. I still have no idea what Flare's going for. I really hope he's not going to Seaside.
Yeah, me too.
It's
looks
looking
like
that way,
Marlin,
though.
he has been getting a lot of sub areas, and then and it looks like he's going for column 2, row 3. So
yeah, it's possible that Cole Daxi from 2 stands has just been a ruse, and he just got it because he wasn't sure.
It's fast goal, but now Marlin showing a lot of his handgun going back to cap, because there's a lot of there's 2 fast charge moons and 3 pretty fast sub areas in cap.
Yeah,
so.
I think he's going back to cap for the shards moons and definitely sub areas.
Don't die, Flare. Okay, he didn't die. Good.
How many chests?
No, don't die, Flare. Oh. That bonk hitbox.
EP. Dude, commentators curse. That's the name.
But explain,
No,
what was that bonk hitbox? Did you see that?
So, interestingly enough,
Did he
I
forget?
think based off of what Marlin's shown, he could be going for that insane synergy route that I mentioned at the very, very beginning. The C1, C2, row 3.
Ah, yes, true.
I don't know how many chests.
Yeah, I don't think he got enough chests.
How many chests does he have?
He didn't go to the inverted pyramid, so he can't
Did
get
he go to
that.
Sphinx Vault?
He didn't. Well, you can only. He's missing inverted pyramid and deep underground, so he can't get that goal.
No, he can. How many chests did he get?
I mean, I think there's only 10 by Wooded, right?
Yeah, you're allowed to miss 1. But
yeah, and he's missed 2.
Not killing the Metro.
Oh yeah, he has the
No,
sub
it's
area. Okay, true. But
But he will need to collect every other chest up till this point if that is his plan.
yeah, he did get. I don't think he got both. I don't think he got painting.
Oh, did he not?
Yeah, Lucid mentioning how much synergy there is on this board. Yeah, for sure. This is
God, dude,
a really tough one to find the best route on, but probably the lost finish.
1 C2 row 3 is still something that I feel like I would do, just because it's just so insane synergy-wise. Sure, you're finishing deep into Metro, But I don't even care, dude. Like, those boards are just, sometimes just really fun to play.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's only 11 chess.
Everything lines up so well. You got your Deep Woods visit, you're collecting some extra moons in Cascade and Lost, no big deal. Like the Captain Toad and the Shards lineup.
Really good.
It's honestly insane how well that route lines up.
Why did he... The cap return jump was so unnecessary, dude, but he made it work. You're just stressing me out, man.
Yeah. I think it's pretty much sealed that Flare is definitely doing 95 total. He's collected way too many extra moons to not go for it.
Sure. And he still has to get the 3 in Deep Woods.
Yeah. Marlin making his way back to cap. Well, he's been in cap, but ooh, water bonk. Hate to see it.
I feel that loses more than a real bonk if
it does. Bonking in the water is like 5 seconds.
Oh god, that's horrible. But then you can cancel that animation by swimming, right?
You can, but sometimes you get into a situation where you can't, and then you have to just wait it out.
Yeah. Also, this charge room, it's
3 to 5 seconds. To be generous. Anyways, what were you gonna say?
This Shards Moon, it's so cool. This is one of my favorite. This and the Red Room are probably some of my favorite sub areas just to do.
Dude, this whole sub area is just insanely fun. I love Frog Pond.
Because there's pretty fast cap movement. There's a Shirney bounce at the beginning if you want to optimize it that much, and then you can have some precise dives to get up there, skipping a wall jump and stuff. So it's really
fun fact: the sub area used to be in Darker Side.
I want to get it back, dude.
I mean, you could still kind of go for it. It's only 2 seconds off of the moon threshold.
I might need to try to optimize this then.
Go for it. Have fun.
Yeah. Flare, forgetting you cannot warp out of the Deep Woods. Little known fact. Definitely didn't screw anybody over. Casual players.
You technically menu out of it, but that's banned for this tourney for some reason.
Yeah, that doesn't...
I still don't quite agree with that. I still don't quite agree with that, because there's some cool things that you can do with that. You could literally plan to get either the outfit door or the treasure trap last, and then just menu out. Easy.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to me that they decided to ban that, but they allow the... But they allow
clock minute. Dude, what? That was so confusing to me. I was just in the minority for that vote.
Mm-hmm. But now time for some more souvenirs for Flare, maybe? Yeah, that's strange. This doesn't align with the bottom right arrow that we were considering, but...
Huh. So maybe he's doing C2, C3, and the BLTR, but then that doesn't line up at all with 95 moons total. What's going on? One of these goals is a red herring. I just don't know which one.
All the extra moons are in Ted. No. I got the hiccups.
I mean, he better not have collected all of those and then decided not to go for 95 total.
Yeah, please say that's not the case.
Please tell me that's not true. Because, he literally has, 70 moons leaving wooded.
Let's see, you get 10 and lost, that's already 80.
66, whatever. But, you get the point.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have to go to Snow or Seaside, so, that's basically all the moons he needs already. He needs to stop collecting moons. Marlin also made his way down to Deep Woods, so I think we're, definitely seeing, 2 and 3 moons from Deep Woods from Marlin. So it actually looks like he's doing row 1 no? I mean, maybe. I don't know. We haven't seen him all regional coins in any of the kingdoms yet.
Did you notice what captures Flare and or Marlin got in Deep Woods? I think Flare got the...
No, unfortunately. I hope they got all 3.
I'm pretty sure Flare got the coin coffer. That's the... I'm pretty sure I noticed that, but I didn't notice if he got the rock. And then obviously he got the fast one.
Actually, speaking of that, during my second race today, I usually get the captures, like, I usually get the rock, and then that leads me directly to the coin coffer. But because I did it out of order to what I normally did, I was like, oh god, I can't find the coin coffer, I'm going to the rock. So that's exactly what I did. Which, again, just, like, proves how much of a mess Deep Woods can be sometimes. Like, you really gotta play with what you're familiar with, since all of the surroundings look exactly the same. Ooh, that was dumb. What the heck happened there? The dino was sitting on Marlin's ground pound spot. Ooh, this is not
Don't
pretty.
die. Please don't die. Yay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Why are you still capturing the dino though?
I don't know. I think he wants to put it back to bed. So that's only, like, a temporary thing. Like, that doesn't last long at all. So it's definitely debatable if that was even worth it. I guess he was just playing it safe. He wanted to make sure to not die, even though once he collected the moon, he would have been fine. So, Marlin actually barely started Wooded Kingdom. He still has a lot of ground here. I think he literally hopped into Deep Woods immediately. He's having a lot of trouble with the streaming.
I'm concerned about the 9 treasure chests. But
definitely.
Oh wait. Maybe he just marked 4 moons from shards to mark it and is going for column 2, bottom left, top right, row 3?
I could see that. But then that means they're both going to Snow or Seaside.
No. Does it? It doesn't for Marlin. I was talking about Marlin with that route.
Oh, C2, okay, Marlin? Yeah.
C2, R3...
Yeah, Marlin's doing row 3, he'll be fine. He can do C2, R3, and then DLTR.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite get the insane synergy that we were looking for before, but you know what? You do what you gotta do sometimes. And, you know, that might just be an oversight on Marlin's part. It's possible he had that route initially, but then realized he just didn't collect enough chests. We actually just saw a capture check there. So, I didn't quite catch the number, but I think that pretty much solidifies my initial thoughts with Marlin potentially switching routes here. You know, sometimes it is viable to switch lines late into the board if you've been collecting stuff.
Awesome.
And it's definitely something that you need to consider when you're playing. Like, am I actually going to be able to finish the triple bingo appropriately, or am I going to have to substitute for a different line? Why did he long jump?
Ask Flare why he dived.
Good question.
He literally just dived down to where the 4 purples are. I can't get over that.
No cat bouncing whatsoever. He
just jump dive from the very top. Oh, unfortunate death there for Flare.
Well, I would initially agree with Marlin not going for captures, but considering he literally did a capture check, and definitely doesn't have 9 treasure chests, we can only assume that he swapped his route.
Flare going for some interesting variations of Meme Tree. Why is he getting purples now?
Huh. I don't know. But he literally did the variation where you would go to catch the rabbit on a revisit.
True. What does he need purples for? He didn't go up to the shop checkpoint, I don't think. Oh, here's Todd.
Hi,
Saying
Todd.
hi to Todd.
He's collecting coins as well. I guess he could be purchasing costume sets still.
Potentially.
But then that begs the question, how many chess moons has he gotten?
Not enough.
If
Definitely.
you go to B-side, chess won't be an issue. There are 6 chess moons on B-side.
Wait, 6? Okay,
Yep.
Painting, Glass Palace, Sphinx. There's 2 in sub-areas. What's the 6th?
Did you already say Glass Palace?
Yeah.
Oh, the 6 is the little, treasure trove
In the
by
chest, yeah.
any percent,
You're right. Jeez,
Yeah.
that...
Not a lot of them are optimal, but there are 6, so he could potentially still make this work.
Like, the Painting one has value, the Inlet Trap isn't that slow, and Glass Palace is in any percent, so, like... the other 2 are not good.
The ones in the sub-areas are questionable. I mean, if you're going to the sub-areas, great, but if you don't need to, you don't.
I don't think I've had a single bingo board where I've actually gotten the 2 or 4 seaside.
I actually played a board a couple of nights ago where I had 2 moons from sub-area seaside and 4 moons from sub-area seaside, and I was like, you know what? I haven't done these goals in a hot minute. I'll vibe with it.
Yeah, I've literally never done those goals before. I really need to learn waiting in the Cloud Sea. That sub-area is pretty
It's a tough
bad.
sub-area.
Yeah. Pretty bad to do if you don't know what you're doing, because it's all encased in fog.
Mm-hmm. I usually play it safe, kind of go through it a little bit slow, take my time, make sure I'm landing on actual platforms.
See, me, when I'm going through that, I'm like, I've seen Fur do this once in AUM. I should know where all the things are.
I watched someone else do it. That means I know how to do it.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Right? Because practicing things is overrated.
True.
Imagine practicing movement, just download it, forehead. Yeah, Marlin just still making his way through Wooded. Wait, did he mark 5 moon shards preemptively? There's no way he could have 5 by this point.
He got 2 cap. He did get 1 in sand. I mean, he got 1 in lake. So here it is. Yeah.
Okay,
And
I guess
also
he can mark it preemptively.
Oh, and then look, he's marked off 18 moons from sub areas as well.
Oh, wait, no, I'm an idiot. I literally can't think straight anymore. I've done too much of this today. He marked off the 3 moons in Deepwoods, and I thought that was the 5 moons.
Well, but look now.
That doesn't matter. I accused him of marking a goal early. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's fine now, and he's actually going to be finishing in Lost, so he's actually almost done.
Dude, my brain hurts.
Same. I'm sure yours hurts more, though, and I gotta do homework after this, man.
Ew.
IRL.
That sucks. What?
That was... I'm sorry for
I don't have
laughing.
any other reaction to that. What? My dude just dipped all the way down. He ground pounded off.
No, he ground pound jumped off. He didn't actually ground pound in the air. He probably just thought that
That makes it even more confusing.
was the other way. He probably thought the moon was the other way.
No, that makes it even more confusing. Okay, well, Marlin is finishing in a loss, so that's cool, I guess. I guess doing all those sub-areas early on is going to benefit him, and he will take the W for sure.
Did he get, he
has too much more ground to cover.
Let's see, he got all 6 in Cascade. I want to say he got 4 in Sand.
He got 4 in Sand.
And then he got 4 in Rip Flare.
Because
he got 4 in Light, and he also got 4 in Caps. That's already more than enough.
Oh yeah, that's easily enough.
I'm surprised he's get Pipeway, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that too. Maybe he realized, oh, I might have stayed in Cascade a little bit long.
Yeah, probably.
It happens.
Is Pipeway is potentially the fastest sub area, like overall, because like People Room is fast, but it has the timer challenge animation. Like Pipeway is always going to be the same speed if you.
Yeah, that's true. Moai and people room both have animations to sit through, so with that in mind, that definitely does put Pipeway as probably the contender for fastest sub-area if you know how to do it.
You know, building's actually really good as well. I'd probably still give it to Pipeway, though. Yeah, Pipeway.
Well, building is also very good, assuming you know how to do it.
I mean, even if you don't know and just have to go up to the top, it's not fast enough for any percent, but it's still pretty fast.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude. I don't trust those pulls for a second. I vault across that gap.
True. Oh, yeah, true. I forgot you could do that. I did that
at all.
I think I failed that in my race yesterday, actually. But no, I got it in the race.
Where's becoming brain dead? Dude, I'm brain dead. Help. I'm going to sleep after this, like, actually. Like, it's only, like, 9 my time, but, like, I'm, like, done, dude.
Yeah, get ready for the brackets, dude. It'll be intense.
You know, just fall asleep for, like, 4 days. You know, I don't need to go to my job or anything. Screw that. Yeah, just 4 days.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like a vacation, except it's a sweetcation.
But Marlin, catching up to Flare and Lost. Flare's been really struggling to get all 18 here.
Yeah.
But
I'm a little concerned what Flare is actually even doing at this point. I guess he could do the triangle.
He's just going for Blackout, man.
Cool. Again, I definitely do think one of those goals is a red herring. I just don't know which one it is. It could be the 10 Moons Cascade.
Honestly, it could be 6 checkpoints.
Treasure chests are still on the table, man. He could be going for quad.
True.
Or actually, no. It wouldn't even be quad. It would be Cinco. 5 bingos. C2, C5. Actually, that's something that I kind of want to, like, something that I kind of want to try more. Like, triple bingo's fun and all, but you know, a quad or cinco bingo, cinco bingo. God, try saying that 5 times fast. Like that could actually be really fun. It'd be a lot more chaotic in how you're planning things, but man, dude, that could be really cool. Cinco Bingo tournament in the future, Kappa. Because 3 wasn't enough. I feel like on most boards you'd be forced to go to Snow or Seaside with that format as well.
Let's see, so this was like a math thing that I did a while ago, but like figuring out how many Snow Seaside goals you need in order for it to be a lock. I'm pretty sure you can have 4 be a lock if 2 of them are aligning in the diagonals, but if you have 5, it's going to be a lock every time, I believe.
Exactly. If there's 4, but they're positioned in such a way where they block both of the diagonals, it's a lock. And obviously, if there's one,
if you have 4 with a middle, it's a lock. If you have 4 with a middle, it's if you have 4 with a middle, it's a lock, or if you have either 2 in the diagonals, it's a lock.
Yeah, basically, if both of the diagonals are blocked with 4, it's a lock. Whether that be a middle square or just proper positioning on the diagonal.
Ooh, that was a nice. That was a really tight cycle, but he barely made it onto the platform. Flare, very nice. I still don't know why he's
showing off here. It looks like he's gonna get like a 102 or a 103.
Yeah,
assuming the rest of Lost goes well.
Yeah. Of
Very
course,
nice
plenty can go wrong in Lost.
Oh yeah, of course. 100%. Lost is literally one of those kingdoms where you're just like,
don't die, please.
How do I even play the game?
More scary stuff for Marlin, but we're covering that time with the cap dive. Blackout is 12 windows, I believe.
It's just really scary.
There are 5 rows, 5 columns, and then 2 diagonals. That's 12.
Yeah.
responding to chat there, by the way.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was based off of the Cinco Bingo. No,
I think
Cinco
it
Bingo,
was.
not Blackout.
We should play Smiley Face Bingo, where you're allowed to make any of the like
Any
equal
smiley face?
any smiley face of orientation. So you have like just to give an example, you got row 1, column 4, then the 3 on the bottom. Then
Dude, that'd be so painful to route though. Like trying to pick your, smiley face orientation. Like what the heck?
it's just 4 potential routes.
There's 4 potential routes, but like, just the way that you're looking at it is like, oh god, that's so weird.
And then you can add in smiley face and sad face bingo.
In that type of format as well.
You can have smiley face and sad face bingo, where you can either do the smiley face equal sign or the sad face equal sign of any orientation.
Sad
So you get
face
8
bingo.
How would you do the heart? How would you do heart bingo? That seems a little bit complicated.
Heart bingo? I think that would be something like, you would like have to like, oh god, how would you even do that?
Brain. This is a tough one to visualize. I don't know.
Yeah, like it would be like any formation of like 2 on the sides, 2 on the top, but like with a space in the middle, and then 1 on the row below.
Yeah, the divot.
Oh, it's so weird. Yeah, the divot.
Oh,
Dude,
Flare's
that's
gonna have
so
105
wild.
moons after Metro.
Marlin marking off the 22 unique captures, so he probably has
That's
them.
probably it. That's probably it with the Wiggler.
Yeah, the Tropical Wiggler. Again, he did do a capture check earlier. I didn't quite catch it, though.
Worst comes to worst, he can always exit and then head to Cloud Kingdom.
No,
So,
yeah,
get-
I don't think it's going to be an issue at all.
Yeah.
I think
Probably
Marlin
not, but
pretty much
always
has the block. Flare has to complete Metro, at the very least, to even have a chance here.
I'm confused with Flare's Metro routing. Wait, can he end in Metro?
No. Well,
Well, yeah, no. No,
if
no,
he was
yes.
getting chests.
Nah, he
But he has to
could
collect
do.
enough chests to do that.
He could do column 2, column 5, bottom left, top right.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess there's technically a lot of ways he could spin this at this point. Again, one of the goals is a red herring. I just don't know which one it is.
He only needs 10 moons in Metro to be at 75, so to be at 95.
Oh.
Sorry.
Then that might be what his plan was, then. In which case, well done to Flare for confusing the commentators.
Oh yeah, big time.
It's all about those
Oh,
mind
my-
games.
Oh,
Oh, and
Marlin's
that
done.
is why I do
Marlin's done.
not use the polls. That
Marlin's
is
done.
why I do not use the polls.
Marlin's done.
Showing
missed
off
it.
exactly why I do not use the polls in the sub area. Goodness.
Yeah, Marlin just finishing up 18 moons and lost 102.17. Pretty good time. Let's marker like the marking is done, and then see
Yeah, that is a good time.
if he's going for an interview.
GG's to Marlin. Though Flare might be finishing up soon if it is what you said, BP.
Yeah, he only needs 1 more moon for the 95, and then he's just got
I didn't
the
quite catch that
20%.
deviation of routing, but he could do that. Let's see if he
Looks
catches
like-
it.
Is that Marlin?
Yeah,
That is
I'm
Marlin.
here.
Yeah, how's it going, dude?
Pretty good.
That's good. You're echoing a little bit, by the way.
Yeah, hold on. Give me like 2 seconds and I might be able to fix that.
Okay, cool.
What do you think of that Marlin?
So the first question I have for you, Marlin, was that your original route, or did you originally have, C1, C2, row 3?
I did not have one. Actually, I just marked the 4 moon shards and the Captain Toad just because. No, my original was let's see, my original route was row 1, C2, and then BLTR, actually. But I decided to abandon row 1 because all regional coins is kind of rough, and Nitro moons is also. And I figured, well, if I'm already getting 18 sub-area moons, I might as well get 20.
Right, that's fair. The way I saw it, though, is the synergy for that route was so good, I wouldn't pass that up. That was incredible.
That's by far the best route I've ever done, and the best bingo. That's like a 12-minute bingo PB for me.
Dang, nice.
Yeah, well, in my 5 bingos, I've had 1 snow finish, 2 seaside finishes, metro finishes, or 1 metro finish, and 1 lost finish. So I'm like, hey, the lost finish, because I'm like, wait a minute, okay, and I got rid of all the snow and metro, the snow, seaside, and metro.
Yeah, that's good. We also noticed that you spent a lot of extra time in Cascade. Like, you were just pounding those sub areas. Were you just trying to get away, or was that?
I was trying to get the sub area. I was trying to get those 2 sub areas because I know them pretty well. Did not go for the trick jump in the 1 sub area because I've only gotten it like once, and I'm like, nope, not gonna waste like a bunch of time there. So I did those 3 areas because I was planning on doing the 2 quick ones and sand that takes no time.
Yep.
And then I was gonna do the one in lake that it's pretty quick. I actually did there that I haven't done before.
Yeah, jump, grab, clean, climb.
Yeah, the jump, July, and what else?
Jump, drag, jump, drab, sling, and Jlime. There you go.
Yeah, that one. So I figured it at 6 there. I knew I needed to go back to cap for moon shards, so I got the 2 moon there, which was 8. And then
Very nice.
I knew
in your route.
Yeah, and then I was planning on doing flooded pipes and wooded to finish it off, since I knew there weren't any sub areas in Lost.
Did you do Pipeway?
Oh
I
yeah,
did.
I thought you didn't for a sec. My bad.
Yeah,
I
Pinky said
remember.
he didn't. I was like, I could have sworn he did, but maybe he didn't.
Yeah, no, I did do pipeline.
Did it earlier. I forgot though. Because normally it's around the end to 90%. So slipped my mind.
Mhm.
But it looks like is this going to be Flare's finishing up?
Potentially.
I need to buy souvenirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty good showing from both of you guys. Well done. You definitely confused the commentators multiple times about routes.
Yeah, mark everything. It makes it more interesting for the chat because they can roast the commentators.
What did
Yeah,
I confuse you guys on? Was it me looking around in deep woods because I was planning on doing the rock capture, but I just could not find it. And actually, I was doing the routing for the 18 moons and Lost in my head, and then I realized I forgot about a moon, so like the stairs moon. So I'm like, oh, I didn't even have to do shards. So I'm like, I did an extra moon. I was planning on doing glide on moon, which would have been easier.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So kind of a couple routing mistakes here and there. Got extra moons in some kingdoms.
Looks like Flare finished. It looked like he had like a 107.55. Didn't quite stop the timer, but yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah.
So what about it was confusing? Like, was it?
We just couldn't figure out what you were going for with the extra.
I really initially thought you had the C1, C2, row 3 because the synergy was so good. But I guess it threw me off because you weren't collecting enough chess moons. I was like, oh, that's not good. What is he going for?
I went for the Cascade chess moon because I was planning on doing row 1 instead of 2. And then I decided against it, and I'm like, well, there's just an extra moon here, extra moon there. I got so many extra moons, it was ridiculous.
Right, so you were just gunning for a lost finish at that point.
Yeah, like I found the lost finish. I'm like, all right, what's the fast finish?
Might as well do it, right?
Yeah, and I saw the all regional coins in 2 kingdoms, and I was planning on doing Cascade and Lost because those are easy because there's 4 in Cascade. I was planning on going into that sub area anyway, and there's no sub areas in Lost.
Well,
so
I wouldn't say easy for Lost. Fast, yes. Easy, no. Lost APC is a headache and a half, dude.
Yeah. I think
Especially
looking
with
at it,
team lost as well.
yeah,
that's
I noticed that there was only one thing for Metro, so I'm like, yeah, I'm going for a loss finish here. And then I just could not find a finish until I decided to suck it up and go for the sub moons. Because I'm like, it's like 20 sub-area moons and 18. I'm like, I can do synergy there, but that's a lot of stories. But I also don't want to do 95 moons or 50 regionals in sand. So it's like, which bad ones do I want to go for? And actually, the sub-areas didn't turn out to be that bad.
Sorry to interrupt you, but why is Flare opening up Mario Tennis Aces?
Why not?
What?
Playing
Okay.
tennis, you know.
Flare, how'd you feel about that one?
That's the shittiest run I've had in my life.
Call Jaxie from 2 stands. That was a red herring in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't realize I didn't need that.
You know what your route was?
Yeah,
At all?
yeah, I
You
did.
kind of
but
forget her
then,
as you were moving along.
I don't know why I got called Jaxie. I didn't need that. It was really stupid, but I got it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So this was your plan from the start.
Yeah, this was my plan.
You confused me.
So basically, I don't know what happened to me in Lake. I died how many times? Like 10 or some shit in that one sub area. That was funny as hell to me.
Jump, grab, clean, and climb.
Yeah,
Last one.
I think so. The one in zippers. I don't. The zipper one.
Oh, zipper.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. Oh, yo, they got new
Zip.
characters in this game. This is sick. Alright,
Dude, I haven't played Mario Tennis Aces in a hot minute.
yeah, I think, I don't know, it wasn't really good at all. It kind of sucked in every single way. I didn't realize how many moons is 18 in Lost either. So that was kind of a sad moment.
Yeah, 18 is pretty much all of them except for 2.
Yeah.
2?
Yep.
I must have missed one then, because there's, what?
Yeah, you can choose between Shards, Toad, Enjoying Forgotten Isle, and TNT. Those are usually the 4 you choose.
Oh, the key? TNT is the key?
Yeah, TNT.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about the key, but to be honest, I always forget about the key because I hate getting that moon.
Oh, we all do.
Yeah.
No one actually likes TNT.
TNT is a blast. Ha 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 ha.
I'm trying to think of what else.
Close up your runs real quick. Anyways, enough memeing aside. Any final thoughts, guys, on the run, your gameplay,
Nah, it
your
was
route?
just bad. My gameplay was bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't actually figure out my route until, like I actually, like, finalized my route until after, like, the second sub-area. I didn't cascade.
I finalized it.
But, yeah. Again, nice showing from both of you. You both played pretty well.
I don't know about that one, but alright.
No, I mean, you know, you
I
played
thought maybe through, like,
figured something out. You
through
avoided
Lake,
I guess so.
through Lake, I thought I had a chance at sub-hour, but I played poor Deep Woods.
Yeah, I should have realized.
And my cloud was horrific. Oh my gosh, my cloud was terrible. Like, I had a better cloud, I'm pretty sure, a casual playthrough than cloud there. And then if I had better Deep Woods, better cloud, and then had done glide on instead of shards, gotten sub area. But I mean, it's still a good bingo for me.
No, yeah, for sure. And, you know, again, you showed up pretty nicely. Almost got sub-hour.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think that's about it.
Alright. Well, GG.
So,
GG.
yeah, you guys know the drill. Follow the runners. Follow the commentators if you want. Follow SpeedGaming, definitely. And, yeah, I've been Awesome Agron.
I've been BP31.
Thank you for watching another very entertaining bingo match.
That didn't count for anything.
Yep.
No, but it was fun. So
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Oh no, we're both already eliminated. This is
no, yeah, we know. You guys kind of got the short end of the stick in terms of group picks.
Yeah.
Dry
I
guys.
saw grouping. I'm like, oh, okay.
Really, Neo? You didn't even give these guys a chance.
My bingo against Dangers was my second bingo ever. So yeah, it wasn't really looking too good for me there.
My bingo against Strangers was my third ever, so
Oh
I
my
lost
goodness.
votes.
This is like my 6th or
I'm so
7th.
sorry,
I
yeah,
haven't done it
it's-
much.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't expect to get past the. I saw Dangers in my group. I'm like, well, there goes my chance getting to the bracket. Nope,
Oh.
no, that's it.
But yeah, alright. I think we pretty much wrapped everything up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.